Here comes the best part. The part where you don't have to see my face anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Funhouse. I had these boxes on top of my welder, and every time I rolled it in and out the door, I had to hold on to them so they didn't fall off the top here. They stayed put okay, but it was just two boxes covered in duct tape holding my welding accessories balanced on top of my welder. And I'm not happy with that anymore. I want to step it up a notch. So I'm going to weld a frame that boxes out the top of this with angle iron with weather stripping on it, so it doesn't chew up my paint. And it'll go all around 3 sides, 4 sides, and maybe even extend back a little bit towards the tank. And I'm going to make it so that it has a little bracket that comes down off of it and supports this. Because God forbid you drive this into a wall or a toolbox or anything and you bend this, which I did, it makes it rough for your wire to feed through here properly while you're welding. So, and of course that happened right after I bought the welder. So I've had a messed up kink in this thing since almost since I bought this. And I have to pull this straight and play with it to get it to flow properly, which is obnoxious because it's all my doing. So I'm going to make a metal bracket that's going to hold 2 small milk crates. 2 small milk crates equals more than 1 big milk crate. And I may even throw some bells and whistles on it to coil up my cables and stuff, or what have you. But it'll just sit on top of there. These will sit on top of it. I'll just be able to pick them up out of there if need be. And the whole thing will lift off and go away so that I can change out my wire or switch polarity on my leads without needing any tools of any kind. So that's the game plan. Let's start building it. Here's the basic layout of what I want to build. So it's going to have some side rails that are going to go along these edges all the way back to behind the gas tank, where I can coil up my power wire. And then it'll have the angle iron will be facing down with weather stripping over it, facing down back here. I'll have to make sure I use shallow enough that I don't hit, facing down here. And then I'll probably just put some corner pieces in the corners where the milk crates are going to rest so that they can't slide or bop around. And I may even, I don't know, pin them or something so that they stay put really well, unless I intend for them to get. I'll just probably let it sit there with gravity holding it and see how that works out. I'll add more complicated features if need be after the fact. But I'm going to get my measurements here. So we are, I'm going to say 12.5 to leave room for the weather stripping. So 12.5 inches, 12.5 inches. I'm going to confirm that. It should be the same front and back, but we'll make sure. Yeah, I might have to go 12 3/4. I think it's actually a little bit wider than that. Yeah, I'll do 12 3/4, I think. All right, let's get my overall length, which is not all that important. It can run wild if need be. Get approximately behind the tank. Okay, well that's good. We use 36 for the sides. All right, I'm going to cut that and weld it up. Okay, so to achieve my width of 12 3/4, I got to figure out how much space is between here. Looks like 2 7/8. So now I got to take 12 3/4, which is 12 6/8 minus 2 7/8. As you'll recall, can't take 7 from 6. So we got to borrow one off of there and make this an 11 and make that, so 8/8 plus 6, 14/8. Seven from 14/8 is 7/8. 2 from 11 is 9. So our piece has got to be 9 7/8. Ugh. Ooh, that's a good fit. I like that. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys see okay? Yeah. What do you think of that? And if I want to, I just kind of hold one down, pull the other one out. A little snug, but it'll break in. Either that, or I'll just put a little curl at the top of these with like an adjustable wrench or something. Took a little while to figure these out. Now let's, I guess, tack them in. lost a little arm hair on that one. Now, let's see here. It goes like that. This is hitting down there. It's up here. It'll miss on all the other clicks. Alright, so that's going to have to come almost all the way out. Let's see if I can't cut that out but make it kind of pretty. Okay, so I got this notched out. I gotta tack this in. I think like so. Coming in from the other side. A little longer than that. Okay, it's welded, it's painted, the weather stripping is on. Looks like I made some kind of a Mad Max vehicle. Gonna let the paint dry. Then I don't know, I was thinking about doing some more, welding some other things on here, but I don't want to make it much wider because I don't have much room in my workshop to store it, and right now it just fits. So maybe I'll hold off until I have a bigger workshop before I put, you know, places to spool up wire and whatnot. I'm gonna let that dry. I'll put a little bit more weather stripping out here. This is the part that rests on the front of the welder. And we'll see how it works out. Alright, the paint dried overnight. I got the weather stripping on it. Let's see how it fits. There we go. Okay. That weather stripping needs to break in. And I'm gonna have to notch that out a little bit more. Dang it. Or am I? Aha! Okay. I knew it. I knew I thought of that. Okay. So that's a good fit. I think I'm probably going to put a hose clamp or a zip tie or something on this temporarily. But then down the road I'll get something that you can tighten and loosen with a thumb screw. Maybe I'll have to make it. And that'll protect this from getting kinked again. And yeah. I think mission accomplished. Okay, so here's what I came up with so far. I'm going to put my consumables in this box because I need to get to them, but I don't need them often. This box is going to be writing implements or marking tools. And then I went through all my cardboard scraps. I got these. Gonna have a lot of things standing up, tall measuring implements that'll help keep them organized. Then I have this just as a spacer. This is a box with my angle finder. And that'll go like that. So I'll have to go back there. Ankle finder, some odds and ends for adjusting tools. Yeah, it looks like the best place for my magnets is back here. That aluminum clamp should keep the other tools from sticking to them. Put that on one of these days. Pair of dark shades. Wow. Gonna have to add some more stuff. Okay, I'm having my first problem here. I want to get this box out to get to the one underneath it for my consumables. And I gotta like pretty much empty it out to get a grip on it. So I gotta give myself some finger hoops that make it up to the top of this milk crate. All right, I'm counting on you guys. Someday soon, and it will be soon, I'll be looking for all this stuff, and I won't remember where I put it. So I'm counting on you to remind me that this box down here has my tips in it, the cup for the gas, more tips, and the spring for if I want to go to a smaller reel of wire. And I don't know why I saved that. Maybe it was because it was brand new when I got the wire stuck in it. I don't know. All right, you got all that, guys? I'm counting on you. Remind me. It's right there. All right, so I did a thing. I took the box and I took some coat hanger. I went down through the corners, came out through the bottom, looped them together, and made some handles. And you can see it fits pretty good. And it's nice and sturdy and easy to grab. But on the flip side, you're probably saying to yourself, Jim, why would you go through so much effort to essentially make a piece of garbage? And you're right, that's a lot of work for a cardboard box. But this is proof of concept. And I'm probably going to end up changing things that I'm going to discover I don't like. Once I come up with a system that I'm absolutely positively sure I'm never going to want to change, that's perfect, then I might remake this stuff out of sheet metal. Or possibly MFD, plastic, but probably sheet metal. So yeah, it's a lot of work for building a piece of garbage, but I don't want to put too much effort into something that may end up being scrapped. So I will put effort into proving that my idea works. And yeah, that's that. So nanny nanny boo boo. All right, I wish the tape measure wasn't in the way, but maybe that'll be temporary, who knows. Seems like a good spot for it. I'm finding stuff I forgot I even had. It's been put away for so long. Soapstones, more paint markers, metal crayons. Got some chalk too, but I don't think I need that. Yet another angle finder. Got suckered into buying this for welding onto plate or where you can't get a good ground. The old chipping hammer, level. Another weird template tool, profile finder, doohickey. Sometimes I find stuff and I start a container, metal marker, and then I forget about it and I start another container. Sharpies. Love me a silver paint marker for doing this kind of work. That shows up really well. I don't think I need these fat Sharpies. I don't think I need a carpenter pencil either. Have to be a little bit more selective. I don't have a whole lot of room here. Spare batteries for my welding helmet. Got a plastic square, not sure why. Profile finder. I think that'll go there. These are for plasma cutting anyway. And I think to top it all off, I have decided that I'd like a couple of my favorite clamps. C-clamps, that is, in here. So, let's get that in there. I can see now that I did that wrong, but oh well. And I think that pretty much rounds off what I will commonly be using. So, other than to just kind of test that I can still grab it. Here, put you down. Now just to test to see if I can still grab it and roll it around. Oh yeah, there's an increase in weight, but it rolls and I can grab it. And like I said, let me see what you can see. I might do something here where I can roll up this cable, roll up the power cable, but for right now, every inch I can save helps. So I'm just going to stick with what I've been doing, which is power first, and the ground clamp. And then up over the top with this. And that should do it, guys. Another project down. Workshop's a little cleaner. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.